Welcome to the Keto Baking Mechanic, where we create, tweak, and enhance keto, low-carb breads and baked goods. My name is Shari MAC. I'm doing this introductory video to tell you a little bit about myself and about the channel. So first of all, I'm 63, going on 64 years old in 2 months. I'm married to my husband, Sean. We have no children. I spent over 30 years in the food and wine industry as a cookbook author, a speaker, did a couple of TV shows. I was a syndicated columnist and wine judge and educator. I did that for over 30 years, and I had over 70 pounds of extra weight to prove how much I loved my work. I woke up one day and decided that I just didn't want to follow this path anymore, the path of my family, where everyone dies early from heart attacks and cardiac arrest and strokes. So I decided to do something about it. I first started on a keto diet, and along with the keto diet, I tried different exercises. I did a lot of things to get the weight off. I finally got it off, and then I pursued a low-carb lifestyle, and it worked. And I have been able to keep the weight off for over a decade. But 5 years ago, I just had this insight that while I was keeping the weight off, I wasn't enjoying it because I was still struggling. I was struggling to keep the weight off. I had to eat less. I couldn't figure out. I thought that the reason why I had the weight had to do with ulterior things. It wasn't that I wasn't eating right, but I thought going through menopause, and then now I'm postmenopausal. I thought maybe it was my thyroid, maybe it was my genetics, maybe I needed to eat more meat and less vegetables. I tried everything, and then I just had this insight one day, and I went, maybe it's the alcohol. And I looked it up and learned more about it health-wise. I'd studied everything about wine and its relationship with food, but didn't really look at what it was doing to my body. And really, that's not what our channel is about, but that's something I wanted to share in case you struggle with the same thing, keeping your weight off. So wine is empty calories. It slows your metabolism. It's a digestive, so if you're drinking wine with dinner, which is what I did, you tend to eat a little bit more, and your body has to work off the sugar in the wine before it gets to the carbohydrates in your food. So I decided to give it up. I've now been with alcohol-free for 5 years. This Thanksgiving, this month, in Canada, we celebrate Thanksgiving in October, and it was the best thing I ever did. I don't suffer anymore from having to get the weight off. I still splurge once in a while with carbs. My addiction is popcorn. I don't need to eat, because I bake, I don't need to eat sweets and junk food with carbs, except for popcorn. But I allow myself to do that. And I just know that I abstain from carbs for the rest of the week and keep up my exercise. And because I'm not drinking, a night of popcorn is not detrimental to my health anymore, or to my sanity. So that's about me. Now a little bit about the company. My mission, I created 2 things. I created a company called Sinless Sourdough, where ancient art meets low-carb science. I produce a line of low-carb dehydrated sourdough starters, real, authentic dehydrated starters that are only 1 net carb. They've been scientifically validated. And with the low-carb dehydrated starters, you can bring them to life and use them in your baking to create authentic, real keto low-carb sourdough breads and baked goods. I also have a membership community, so you can do that as well, where you learn to bake 3 different styles of keto and low-carb breads and baked goods with video trainings. And that's the company. And then I have this channel that I've just started, which I explore all different types of keto and low-carb bakings, including sourdough. I just want to share it all with you. And we'll be doing recipes that I've created, recipes that I found online that look really good but seem a little off somehow and want to, fix them, or recipes that are great, they look fabulous, but they just need to be boosted in the protein. There's going to be all sorts of different types of recipes that I'll be sharing with you on this channel. I also really, really hope that you share your insights about what you've learned in your keto and low-carb baking journey, so that I can use that information and share it with other people, and we can grow this channel together and learn from each other and share what we have. a passion is nothing without a group of people who share. And that's the one thing I do miss about being in the wine industry, is that we could spend a whole night just talking about wine. And I want to be able to do that with you, that we can spend our time together sharing about our insights, what we see, what doesn't work, what works, what we fail at, what we accomplish, and so forth. So that's it. Oh, one thing I did want to share with you is that when you're watching the videos, you may notice that I sound clogged up and that I sniffle a lot. I wanted to point that out. It's from a car accident I had, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with my vertebrae and the nerves that are pinched and how it's affecting my sense of hearing and my voice. When I'm talking to you right now, I can't hear myself speak, so I may mix up words. What I hear is it sounds like I'm always in between radio stations, like shh, and it's echoey. So I'm still trying to do things. I'm not stopping my life because of it, but it can be annoying for me, and I hope that it's not annoying for you, and that if you hear it and it is annoying, you just get by it, realize that I'm not doing that on purpose, and that at some point I'll be able to get that handled. So I just wanted to point that out because I didn't want you to think like, wow, nice girl, but sounds like she's got a cocaine problem. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out so that we could both get by it and get on with the baking. I hope you enjoy videos to come, and I'll see you soon.